The project SMeART concerns the introduction of smart engineering to small and medium enterprises. And the kernel of the project is about supporting companies in this process.
I think this project is a nice European project, interesting for SMEs, and especially the cooperation between the HI's, the SMEs, and universities in cooperation with chambers of commerce, for example, or organizations, meta organizations, is new and I think it will be successful.
Learning together, meeting, exchanging, and transferring know-how and best practice from one country to the other is an essential part of this project.
I think that it's very interesting to learn more about how in other countries the universities are interacting with the SMEs and get some new ideas and tips from the others.
It's always very nice to see how people over entire Europe can work together on something like this.
And in order to provide this support, at the beginning of the project we were trying to understand what are the requirements and what are the needs of small and medium companies concerning smart engineering, Industry 4.0 and the Internet of Things. When we knew that, or after we knew that, in addition to that, we wanted to understand, are there already existing programs in Europe that are concerning the same focus or the same items. And so when we knew that, it was at the end of the first year of the project, we were starting to work on our own consulting strategy. That means we were first trying to collect all ideas that are concerning this transformation process, transforming knowledge concerning smart engineering from university to small and medium companies. The result of this collection process was a book consisting now of about 180 pages, which we are calling the guidelines. So the guidelines are a summary of, let's say, how to transform the existing knowledge about smart engineering, Industry 4.0 to small and medium companies. So after that, the next goal of the project was and still is to provide consulting to companies based on these guidelines in terms of how to introduce smart engineering. And in order to start this process, we developed a tool which we are calling the stress test tool. So this stress test tool measures the maturity of a company in terms of how are they prepared for Industry 4.0. So this tool is now available via the internet and is currently used by our partners in order to support or to understand the requirements of the consulting partners, or let's say more or less customers, no? More or less customers. Yes. Now, so currently we are running a pilot phase, and this pilot phase concerns the introduction of smart engineering in the participating countries, and in each country we are supporting 3 companies. These companies are supported by the team partners, especially the universities which are partners in the project. So they are using the stress test tool, applying the stress test tool to these companies, and providing consulting for a period of, let's say, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, until the end of the project. And during this phase we are measuring the maturity of those supported companies concerning the introduction of smart engineering a couple of times.
We combined Project SMeART with the projects which is implementing design thinking into SMEs. So we are implementing smart technologies during the process where we use design thinking methodology. We found that very successful. First, pre-pilots were between our workshops we did with our partners and Slovenian SMEs at the Chamber of Commerce. About 50 companies already did pre-pilots and they like the method.
The stress test tool is just a piece of software that we are using just to make companies aware about their own situation regarding Industry 4.0. There are it's really a questionnaire where the companies can follow some questions, and at the end of the questionnaire they can have an idea of what level of introduction they have in the Industry 4.0 and what are the next steps that they can go forward. Yeah. And in this field, when they finished, we will help them to go ahead with these activities that they need to do.
So my connection to the project is that we are project partners. So I'm here with a group of Belgian and French small companies and universities. They in fact all work in the same key enabling technology areas, which are automation, control system design, data communication.
As a very young new company, we are struggling with classic difficulties like how do we invest in new technologies? Should we grow? Should we expand our team? For example, those are some struggles. How do we penetrate the market in the right way? How do we set up our publicity, etc.? So we hope to get some coaching out of this project.
I filled in the questionnaire and we found out a lot of gaps. So I was hoping to get some answers on the gaps.
I'm still learning because the project really doesn't finish. So I'm still learning from the results we had. We have a very interesting guide that we are really applying in our associated members, and we hope to have very good results with the stress test tool that we are at the moment implementing in our associated companies. So we will see what the results are from the stress test tool to start with the piloting. Yeah.
What we've learned, we're still busy learning right now. So this is really quite new. We're a new company, so and we have grown very fast. So we're learning as we go, and it helps us to focus our mind and to look from another direction. Tomorrow we're going to the Hannover Fair, and I hope to find new technologies, new companies, and yeah, it's always a big surprise what you find in such a fair. So we're here for the surprise really, and maybe some stuff in hydrogen technology. Let's just wait what happens.
We are very happy to be there and hoping having a lot of information and having some business. So it will be very good for the company.
We hope to, out of our Hannover Messe visit, that we see how the market is actually growing, the Industry 4.0, so we can adapt our strategy, adapt our business model into that new evolving industry. So that's our main goal of the Hannover Messe itself.
Okay, for the learning mobility, I'm quite interested in hearing some of the results of other projects and other project partners. The lectures this afternoon and also the day after tomorrow. For visiting the Hannover Fair, the Hannover Messe, we made already a number of appointments, and we look forward to, on one hand, getting deeper into some technologies, and on the other hand, learn also some more general things or follow lectures on the Industry 4.0.
I'm head of a research team from the School of Applied Science. We do research on different technical topics, for example, big data, mechanical engineering, robotics. That's why I'm just very much interested in the new developments.
For this learning mobility, we prepared a presentation about our Ter Valley project. And it's a project of 35 machine building companies in northern part of Holland, near Alkmaar. And we try to learn them about smart industry, issues about data, predictive maintenance, vision and robotics, and of course smart businesses. And this project is called Ter Valley, and we try to get information of the mobility into this network.
I think basically networking, that is always what we need to do, need to know. If we want Industry 4.0 is connecting machines, but we need to connect people before connecting the machines, I think. So we need to see what's in the market and who is working on these kind of things and what are the new developments in this area.
My expectation for the learning mobility is that we brought a few customers today, specified SMEs and our partners in universities, and we hope that they get contacts on smart industry firms and experiences and companies, so they can make a step further and that they get inspired and that they get knowledge.
To learn as much as possible, maybe about new trends in Industry 4.0, to, let's say, maybe to also to attend interesting events during the fair that we are visiting tomorrow. Yeah, there are maybe two major expectations. Also to meet maybe some new experts, researchers in this field.
My expectations for learning mobility is mostly getting new knowledges and exchange of different experiences from our companies.
I think that by being here we will learn a lot.